started sharing from this moment.
Yeah, just like the thing is, I have to manually like click on start stream on YouTube before it starts. So even if you start it, you're still going to start like click on that button. And for me to click on that button, I need to be in this call too, like at the same time. Sure you get. So I can join and I can leave later. But before I start the live stream, I have to join. But it's
Oh,
sharing now. Yeah, it's sharing now.
I've already gone like 15 minutes into. I don't know whether we
I wasn't
should
with my
start.
laptop. And I can't do it with my phone. I
Eh?
tried my phone. I wasn't with my laptop earlier, and I can't start the streaming with my phone.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you and bye bye.
Right. Thanks. So, I have to. Oh wow. What do you think we should do, Janet? 'Cause I know that you need to go over this again. Um, so I think maybe we should start from. Let me just start as if it's a fresh class, and even though we lost some time, right?
So the live streaming is now starting. So you have to start
Yeah,
all
just
over
started
again.
now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that what it means. So let me remove this line. Get rid of this, and comment that. I probably should have just commented it out. Yes. So to comment something out,
You can undo and then copy paste.
yeah, just highlight and then this highlight and control with forward stroke. You comment whatever you want to comment out. We're going to do with this too. And then comment it out. Great. So start afresh. Welcome to class once again. Starting again because the live didn't start early. And we've already gone like 15 minutes into the class, so we'll have to start fresh. So what we're going to do today, in the last class we talked about adding, um, making our character to jump. We didn't do that last class. We're going to do it today, and we're also going to um, make the game more interesting in such a way that whenever our character goes towards a door, it could be any door, this or that, it should open, and then the character should be able to go through it. So the door is already equipped with an animation. Okay, we just need to write in code and then paste the script in the door, telling it that if the character approaches a specific area, it should open, and if its character is not there, it should remain closed. And then lastly, we're going to use AI to write a script. Okay, let's say we're not going to program it seriously right now. So we're going to use AI to write a script that will simulate day and night cycle. Okay. If you don't know what that means, it's let me go to we're going to be using our directional light. So if you can take a look at this, your eyes be here. Hold on. And I'm going to rotate this light. Just take a look at the shadows here. If you go like, you can tell that it's somehow simulating day and night. Okay, the passing of day to night and all of that. So we're going to use AI to write the scripts to do that. That's basically what we're going to do today. We're not going to spend much time today. Let me get rid of this camera stuff. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, um, we want to edit our player controller script to allow our player to jump. So you come over here, double click the player controller script that's applied to this. Take a look at it here, like we did in our last class. So if remember these values that are here, they are here because they're they're here because in our script we made them public. Okay, public. Take a look at this, public. That's why we can edit them there. And um okay, let's get to it. So the first step we're going to do, we're going to create a variable of type float called jump force. We give it the name of jump force. Okay, it's the amount of force that you're going to apply to a character for a character to jump off the ground. Okay, I wrote it earlier and I just commented it. Commented it, so we're going to take it back. Jump force. Great. And then we wrote code to tell. Okay, let me uncomment this first. Now, what this means is that it checks this entire code here. Okay, it says that if you press your jump button, which is spacebar, your character should jump off the ground. Now, let's try to explain line by line. This if input or get button on jump checks if a button is pressed. Input collects your input and then get button down. Check if the jump button is pressed down. Now, in Unity, jump is configured by Unity's input manager to correspond to a particular button by default. I believe that button is your spacebar. Okay, great. And then this line here, RB, first of all, RB is a reference to the object rigid body. You can see from the RB is equal to get component rigid body. This component now is this one here. Our character has a rigid body, so you can come here, you can see it's this. Okay, it's this. Great. So then it's going to make use of some values like mass and some other that would affect code we write. Fine. Now we have rb.add_force vector 3.up star jump force command. In the last class, remember we talked about there are some methods that require parameters. This is one of them. Okay. Now the parameters are this. Okay. Now this line applies an upward force to make the object jump. Okay. Vector 3 the up indicates the direction. Oh yeah, that's why you have the up. So if you press the space bar with whatever jump force you have, whatever this is, it's going to move that character in the upward direction. Okay. Yes. And this jump force is what sets like the magnitude, the force magnitude. Yeah. Don't worry about all this grammar. Later on you will understand because we're going to write more code for a more project. Right now I just want to briefly explain. Now this force mode of velocity change makes your jump instant. Okay, so immediately you're clicking the spacebar, it's jumping immediately. Okay. Uh, this might be overwhelming, but don't worry. So we're now going to use Control S to save, Control S save, and then we're going to test it out. So come over here in your editor, and then we're going to let it load first. Give it time to compile the script and run it back end, whatever. Let's wait. jump. Okay, so play. All right, so space bar, jump, works now. You can also come over here and edit your jump first. So you can take this to 2. You can see jumps much, not that high. Leaves are 5 and then you're jumping like this. Make it more interesting. You can even get some of these collectibles. Hold on, click on this, just Control D, then carry it. And even place it on top of. Hold on, let me. I want to place it on the table. Sorry, I can't. It's like, sorry, that's a mistake. Let's go back. Can't see the table. Have the frame. Take it down. Drop it on the table. And now create like more duplicates. So to make it fun, you can just create a lot more. Add it on table so that your player can jump on the table. Use control to create a particular distance. So control D and then that's what happened yesterday, happen again. Okay. And then you can come back here, click on this, then come up here and then you can take them. Okay. So exit this and you notice that those the ones collectibles we played on top here are not there because we're in play mode, and if you're in play mode, any change you make when you come out of play mode, they will disappear. So that's it. We've added our jump animation jump property. Then we made our character to jump. Now next is we want to um, create a situation whereby when our character goes close to the door, it opens, and then if he is not at the door, it should remain closed. Okay, so we're going to write a script for that. Yeah. So here's the moment. Let me. I want to do something very fast. Sorry. Um, okay. I just realized that I had not prepared the script for this before the class, but that's I'm going to write it. Um, so um, create write a script for the door. Like I mentioned earlier, the door already has an animation, an open and close animation. Okay, you just need to write a script for it, telling you that okay, wait, if our character approaches your trigger area, it should um it should open. Okay, so let's create a script for it. Come over, create essentials. Oh, we're already there. Script. Sorry. Right click, create mono behavior script, and then we're going to name it door opener. Okay, let's select our door want to apply it to this one. You have to make sure that it's the parents who are selecting, not what's under it, not the door handle, not this, not this. Don't select the entire thing. This. I can see that the animator is here. Open and closing the door, it has been applied to it already. So we're now going to add our script to it and take add component, and then I'm going to search for our door opener. There it is. Added it. And next step is open it and then edit it. But first of all, we're going to so just like we did with this gem in our last class. Okay, for us to be able to simulate a situation whereby our character can collect the gem, we had to edit the rigid body of gem. Okay, but not rigid body, the collider of gem, because at first when we moved our character to it, it was like a wall. We hit it and we could not. We will either topple over or we just come to a halt whenever we came to it. So we had to come to our box collider here and then click on this trigger. Now what happened here is that we took away the physical properties of it. Okay, now what happened was that we can now go let me do that first. Let's disable this script first, and then I will show you. We'll also remove this trigger and leave it as it was before we made any change earlier. Just remind you what we did since you were not in the class earlier. So let me just show you. So this is how it was before. Can you see? We only we only edited this one. That's why other ones can disappear now. So this is how it was before. Yeah, we could not pass through it. We could not collect it. Okay, but when we added our is trigger, what this does that it changed this from being a normal. Uh, it gave this a trigger area. Okay, and if you edit this, you will see the trigger area. It's around it. Let me frame it. You can see these things here. This is the trigger area. So whenever this our character comes close to this trigger area here, touches it, whatever we've written in our script to happen will happen. In this sense, it was for the object to get deleted, to disappear, and then we instantiate some animation. Yeah. So by clicking this is trigger, you've removed its physical properties. You can now pass through it, and then we also added a script that allowed it to do something fancy. Okay. Now we want to do the same to our door. Okay. We're going to hold on. This one. This one. We're going to take away its physical properties. Okay. I'm going to then write a script that says if our character comes in contact with that trigger area, it all should open automatically. Okay. Yes. Then close if we're not uh, close to that trigger area. Okay. So we come over here and it does not have a collider object. So we add that box collider. And then we're going to give it click its trigger. Okay. Then we can test it and then you see how we pass through it without how it has lost those physical properties. That collider, it's not you can no longer act as like a wall or a physical. Let me show you. Take a look at it. Okay, that's wrong. Sorry, something is wrong somewhere. Come to see. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll explain all of this later on. Sorry. Just wanted to show something very fast. The trigger area is not wrapping it completely. That's why it's still the same. It's not working. So I'll figure that out later. Maybe we edit something else to show. This function is on W. Wait, sorry. Let me just see. Share dining B. Where is it? Collider. It doesn't have. It's under something. Furniture. Probably living room. Oh, it's a complex. Yeah, but I can't showcase that. I'm looking for something that I can use to demonstrate that this table also is also complex. You have a lot of. Okay, great. Let's see if that works for this one. I don't know, that was supposed to work. I don't know why I didn't work for it. Still not ahead. So you can see now that we can pass through this. It's complex, the complex shapes. That's why they've added like it's not one object. So like it's like a, an object that has a lot of children. Each of them have their separate collider. That's why even though I changed one, only one is being affected by. It was only one I was able to rip off its physical properties. So if you do this now, I can't jump again. True. I can still jump. I've not removed it. Okay. Yeah, I can't jump straight again. That's just what I wanted to demonstrate with the door. It's not possible now because it's complex. Let's see. Shared and no this door. Yes, I figured. Yeah. So let me just fix it now. Don't undo. Does not have. So the problem is that a child of a door game object had a collider, so that's why it was difficult. But now that I've done it, you can easily come and pass through. But once it's open when you pass through it, yeah. So right now we're just giving it a trigger zone, which is this. Let me come back. Which is this big trigger zone here. So by clicking edit, yeah, by clicking this, we're talking about the space here that our character would come into before a dog can, you know, um, dog can recognize it. Okay, because if this was far back, even if like our character is here now, the dog does not know that the character is in front of here. But once our character enters this trigger area, this trigger zone, our dog would know that the character is in that area. Now, what's now left for it to do is um to act on that, which we're going to do that right in our script. So first of all, let me reduce this trigger area. It's too big. It's too big. Move to. Can't see. Okay. Let's reduce this to the size of the door. Much better. Okay, great. Go back to perspective here. I think this is fine. Why is it? Oops. Yeah, much better. Take this up in case our character jumps. So, yeah, great. Okay, now let's go and edit the code for a dog. Yeah, so I didn't prepare the script for this, and then naturally I'm just supposed to copy and paste it here. But before the class, I didn't write the script. I didn't. It was written already, but back. Let me confirm that. All right. I mean, right. Okay, all right. Great. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes, please, I can.
Okay. Where are we? Right. So here of this. I took that little time to get prepared to get the script. Where is it? The animation script, very short. Don't worry. Control C. over here. We're going to paste the script. Now, uh, just playing it. Okay, this is just like we created. Where is it? Where is it?
I don't
Over
think
here.
your screen.
What do you say? Okay, you can't see my screen. I'm not sharing it. Sorry. I forgot I even removed that. Where is it? Oh, sorry. Let me come back here and then. Oh, thank you for pointing that out because I would have just continued like that. Okay, so this is our the script to. Let me go back a bit. So we had this. I got rid of this. I pasted this thing. This is the script for our door animator. Now, like we did when we were was it here? No, it's here. The same way we created a variable of type game object. Okay, and game object, which is probably like the
Hello? Hello?
Can you hear?
Sorry?
Can you hear? I said I was about to end the class. And I came here and
Oh,
saw
you are
that.
done.
And I came here and saw that I was locked out. So, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I hope it is reflecting here. Okay. Good. All right. So we stopped at um, yeah. We always create a script for the door animation for the door that allows it to
Yeah,
um,
let's share your
to
screen.
use again. I think last time it didn't happen when I started. I'm going to share. Okay, share. Sorry. Wait. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Hello,
I
can
can.
you see my screen? Okay, good. Okay, so we want to create animation, a script for the door that allows it to open. Okay, to open when the player approaches its this what's it called trigger area. Yes. Good. So we come over here and then create. We're going to create a new screen. We're going to call it door animation. Okay, so we duplicate to load this Power BI Studio. Then right here. And here like this, we already have the code prepared right here. I'll upload this for you later. Do it right. Uh, send it to anyone. Here or there. I'll just send it to your.
I think your voice is breaking, so I can't hear what you're saying.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so what I said is that I'm going to upload this for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Or I share it to you through chat, one of them. Either one I do, I'll let you know. Copy that, paste. Okay, okay. So, just like we did the other day, yesterday, yesterday, we created, um, oh, I made a mistake. Anyway, don't animate to stay fine. It's supposed to be door open as the name, that was the name I chose previously. But don't animate to stay fine. Nay, but the code is not going to work. If you notice, our code says door open. Okay, and if the name is different from the name of the script is different from what's here. It's not going to work properly.
Your voice keeps breaking.
Is it network? What's happening? Can you hear me properly?
Yes, I can.
Clearly, you can hear me clearly.
Yes.
Okay, so I said we made a mistake. Okay. We're supposed to have named our file door opener. Okay. And the reason is this: our code says door opener. Okay. And if the name of the file, the script is different from this, it's not going to work properly. Okay, we're going to run into errors and we don't want that now. We're going to come over, we're going to delete this script and come over here and delete it because editing it is a problem. Okay, actually you can edit it, but um, Let's not do that. Let's create it. Let's delete it and then create it again. Get rid of this. This is gone and leave this one. We need to come back here. Sorry. Name, time, 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 time. Okay. Come here. Get rid of this. I thought I deleted this. Don't do it. No, yeah, I'm not going to do it. I want to get rid of it. Focus to, okay. Okay. So create a new script. One of the new scripts. I'm going to call it go. Great. It's always good for you to get the name correct first time. So that because it's best to delete it. So if you make a mistake, you cannot come and start changing the name here. It's already um, it's already registered as that name, so you can't change it easily. Or you kind of can, but that is oh, I need to open this. Open this.
Voice is still breaking. Alright.
What is happening now? I will try to remove the name. Can you hear me now? I think this is low.
Yes, I can.
Clearly, can you hear me clearly? Please?
Yes, but there's a little breakage in that as well.
Ooh, actually, it's not for me. Let me see. Let's see. So now, do this, this. Hello, 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 hello. Out. So let me change the live and then see which one is better. Hello, hello, hello. It's very low. It's very low. Oh, can you hear me properly now? Which one is this coming? Is this better? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, is this better? Or is
Yeah,
this it's better than the rest?
I think so.
Wow. Why hear any disturbance? Anything like a fan blowing or
Sorry?
is it clear? Is it clear enough?
Yes,
Should I
but it looks
change the
like
name?
you are speaking at the like you're at the back or something. It sounds like you're a little far from the speaker.
Hello, is this better? Hold on. What's the last one? Try to move closer this way. My system. Can you hear me? Yes. Can change this.
Yes.
Is it clear? It's very clear. I think
Yeah.
this is better. What about this one?
Yeah, I think this
This
one is
one.
better. I think this is better.
Great. Great. Okay. All right. So we paste our code here. Great. So, um, what happened here is just like we did the other day, we created, you've seen us create floats and variables. You've seen normal integer variables. And then this, the other day, we created a game object value to store uh, that the VFX animation of, of this gemstones disappearing. Okay. And now here in our development script, we created a variable of type animator that's going to store that component. Okay. Now in our start function here, like I did say before, start function is only executed once at the start of the game. When you're playing the game, that's when the start function starts. Starts uh, that's when it is executed. Whenever you come here and you click play, when you enter payment, the start function is executed. So at the start there we reference we stored this component, which is this here. Let's look at that. The parent is one and the animator. So this component here, we referenced it here. Then we stored it in our door animator variable. Then we came over here, wrote a function for this. Uh, this on trigger enter is a Unity built-in function, okay, that says this. Whatever script we apply this to, it's saying that execute whatever is in between these braces, okay. If um, any other game object enters that trigger zone, which is this. Come over here and click this, which is this. Okay. If our character should approach this trigger zone, yeah, okay. Let me get this. Our character should approach here. Should do whatever is inside the braces. And now here it says if other than competitor player, which we've uh, talked about before, it's saying that if any other game object that has the tag player, okay, if any other game object that has the tag player, so it's basically looking for other game object that has the tag player, and we gave our player our player character, player game object, a tag of player. you really want to add that tag here in the scene, you can say if it recognizes uh, game objects in the tag layer, then it should execute this. Okay. Then we have another if scene. If done animator is not null, and it's not now it's not empty because we've stored that component here in our done animator game object. And then if it checks is not empty, then we're going to load the animation. Okay. Don't worry about I'm just trying to explain things lightly. You can understand much better later. So we've done this and then we press Ctrl S to save it. Come over here, allow it to compile and run backend. So, and then we're going to enter play mode and see what happens. So if we go towards the door, sorry, this is this sorry, entities. This is the one that has the trigger. The parent, not the child. Okay. The child does not have a trigger. Since it wants to see how close the child is. If you come over here, the door should open, but it's not open. Why? It's in the area. So let's check door. Oh, we can apply the script. The script is not yet published. So the door open. Door open. Let's click on it, and then it should open. Then try again. It's open now. It's open now. So we can also test something. Let's come out of play mode first and then add the screen because when you did play mode, any change you made in play mode will be cancelled. So make sure we're selecting this door and then you give it great. And if you take a look at this trigger area here, you can tell that it's not the right size. Okay? If our character should come somewhere here, the door will not open. So we have to extend this to somewhere here so that and to even see this at all, you must have clicked this edit collider. Okay. Now, if this is not selected, you're not going to see that. Sorry, you're going to see that. You see that it's normal. But if you don't click edit collider, you're not going to see this. And what you normally see is our rotation to precision rotation. So you see whatever to that's there. When you click this, you only see it like to tell that okay, yeah, there is something here. This game object has box collider, has a collider object or a trigger zone, depending on which in our case we click this is trigger, so it has a trigger zone. And then if you click this, then you can edit it. So we're going to take this back. I want to show you what happens when you come over here. I want to show you this practice. So enter play mode and see what happens when you try to approach the door from the right. See whether it opens or not. So quickly, still have one more thing to do after this. Now for here, take like that. This we've not touched this trigger zone yet. So the door does not open. But in the event that we do come somewhere like this, to open. So that's that. Let's increase this. Okay. So that's that for the animation. We've done that. And then what's left now is the daylight, uh, day and night cycle. Okay. We're supposed to do with AI. ChatGPT, Cloud. There's one called Unity News. Okay, that's specific for Unity. You can use any one. So we're just going to prompt it and tell it what we want. Okay. You want uh, a directional light, simulate day and night cycle, and we also want seconds of the day to be editable here in the script in our inspector window. Just like you have just like you have here now, there we have speed, rotation, and jump force. So you want something like that. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to go over to
It's still breaking.
still breaking. What did you hear last?
I only heard the first step.
Okay, can you hear me properly now?
Yes.
Maybe I have to increase my voice. Maybe that's the issue.
Sorry?
Okay, so
I
maybe
didn't hear.
I have to increase my voice. Maybe that's the issue. But I don't know what's happening. Or is it
I don't
network?
think
I don't
it's the worst because it like actually breaks.
know. Great,
Yes.
great, great. Anytime it breaks, just let me know so that I'll repeat whatever I've said before.
Sorry?
Anytime it breaks, just let me know so I'll repeat whatever I said before.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So the first step is this: we're going to come over. I use Cloud AI. You can use ChatGPT. You can use um, any other one you like. We already did this. Apparently, when we were doing this, it wasn't live streaming, so we have to do it again. So I only had the script.
When we're doing what?
When I was putting giving Cloud the prompt, okay, for the script I want to write to simulate day and night time, day and night time. It wasn't live streaming then, so I have to come and do it again now. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay. So yeah, like I said, you can use any one you want. You can use ChatGPT, you can use any other AI tool that you have. I like to use so we're going to do that now. I'm going to prompt it. So we're going to say create script. Create a script for Unity that I can add to my directional line that slowly rotates the light to simulate the day passing. Yes, better the day passing. And I see the actual seconds, actual, actual seconds for a day to pass through in a variable editable inspector window. Can you hear me? The editable in the inspector window.
Not really, but I'm reading.
Oh, I don't know what's wrong with my headset today. And I'm not even sure the headset. So enter network. No problem. Do this reference and the art transaction and accelerate this light using network wait, what's happening? Constant. Okay. That page is responsive. I don't know if that's okay or not. I don't know. Create a space. Eliminate that. Lights. Slowly rotates the light to simulate the thing as the actual seconds okay pass should be very valuable that I can edit very editable. Please work. Okay, good. So I don't know if you know what that's now. So create a script for us. We're just going to do, you're just going to copy and then paste it. First thing we're going to do is take note of the name here. Remember I told you that name here should match the name of the script. So the name here is day night cycle. So copy it, come over here and move it here. When you're creating your own script, one of the areas website material. Oh, create this area. That's material. So
I want to leave enjoying again and see if it's my network.
okay, good. I'll wait for you. I don't think it's okay. Oh, it's not happening. So bad. It's like stream. You're watching this live at 30 seconds for waiting for them to come back. So my mic will be it's not the mic. Hello, 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 hello. Just a few minutes, some seconds, just wait for Johnny to come back. Okay. While waiting for her, let me return this chair back to its position. I think that's fine.